All right, we're back, Babs. Oh, you're muted.
So all these controls. All right. So who am I talking to?
This is Matt Paul.
Hey, Matt Cole. I'm Babs Rose Ivy, and welcome to Love Babs Love Talk, which is supporting and highlighting and rocking out for the great give.
Yay for Babs and for your show. I think that's a wonderful thing, and thank you so much for having me.
So tell me, who you repping, Matt?
I'm representing the Hampden High School Music Parents Organization.
My daughter just graduated from Hampden High last year.
Oh, that's wonderful. Was she involved in music at all?
You know what? She's an actress, singer, but she wasn't in any of the band stuff. So
that's all right. You got some music in your family. Our band supports the musicals. We have a pit orchestra that plays live and wonderful stuff.
I know. All right. So tell me about your organization. What do you do? What's your goal? How many people are involved?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you mind if I start? So I thought it was, I had to start with a poem.
You do. As you are good.
So before we get into that, let me start with something. And I thought it really encapsulated who we are and what we stand for. And I thought it was really apropos. So
okay. All right. Let's bring it, Matt Cole. Bring it.
Yeah. This is some sections from Ode by Arthur O'Shaughnessy. Not O'Shea for any Key and Peele fans, but we are the music makers and we are the dreamers of dreams, wandering by lone sea breakers and sitting by desolate streams. World losers and world forsakers on whom the pale moon gleams. Yet we are the movers and shakers of the world forever, it seems. A breath of our inspiration is the life of each generation. A wondrous thing our dreaming, unearthly, impossible seeming. The soldier, the king, and the peasant, all working together in one, till our dream shall become their present, and their work in the world be done. And therefore, today is thrilling, with the past days late fulfilling, and the multitudes are enlisted in the faith that their fathers resisted, and scorning the dream of tomorrow, are bringing to pass as they may, in the world for its joy or its sorrow, the dream that was scorned yesterday. But we with our dreaming and singing, ceaseless and sorrowless we, the glory about us clinging of the glorious futures we see. Our souls with high music ringing, oh men, it must ever be, that we dwell in our dreaming and singing, a little apart from ye. Great hail, we cry to the comers from the dazzling unknown shore. Bring us hither your sun and your summers, and renew our world as of yore. You shall teach us your song's new numbers, and things that we dreamed not before, yea, in spite of a dreamer who slumbers, and a singer who sings no more.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
So I really think that poem talks about our situation right now. It talks about keeping the music playing, which is really what we're trying to do with our participation in the Great Give this year.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your organization and the history of it and why was it founded?
So we are the Hampden High School Music Parents Organization. We're known as the HHS MPO. We represent parents and families of those in the Hampden High School Music Department. What we do is we support all of the operations of the music department. We are the pit crew who carries all the instruments on and off the football field. We are the people passing out the programs at the concerts. We're the family that sits in the audience. We raise money to supplement what happens locally through Hampden Public Schools. We've raised money in the past to hire additional clinicians, additional instructors to come in and give some specialty instruction to our band and our orchestra and our chorus. We provide scholarships for seniors. We've upgraded equipment for the groups. We've given grants to the middle school because we know that our future musicians at Hampden High come up from all of Hampden Public. And so what we do is we're just trying to support this organization in every way that we can. We our numbers change every year based on how many parents are in the organization. Every year we get some new board members that are all the parents of people in the Hampden Music Program. And we allocate the funds that we're able to help raise. 100% of that goes right back into the music programs and making sure that it's accessible for anybody who wants to participate.
Okay. And so, how big is the music program at Hampden High?
There's about 150 in the band. There's about 60 in the chorus and 80 or 90 in the orchestra. So and some people do both. Some kids love music so much that, my daughter wants to be a music teacher. So we're turning out incredible musicians and incredible people coming out of Hampden Music Program. And it really supplements our community. It makes us greater people.
All right. So how much money are y'all trying to raise?
We're trying to raise $15,000 this year.
Okay. And how is that looking so far?
So far, we're up to about 3,500, almost 4. We're getting there. Certainly, this is a tougher year for everybody, and there's a lot of uncertainty out there. Part of what we're doing this year is we've expanded our reach, and we're rethinking who we are. Mm-hmm. So, we always were Hampden High School music parents, but we got to thinking about it and we said, look, we're Hampden music, right? We're the entire public school program, because if you're a Hampden High Schooler right now, you used to be a Hampden Middle Schooler. And before that, you were a Hampden Elementary School student. And so what we did this year on our Great Give page was we created groups for every school. And you could click through on those groups and donate to the school you came from, too. If you want to give them $5 or you want to give Hampden High School $5, we're going to take that and use that as seed money, right? We're planting seeds in our elementary schools and our middle school because we know that just brings everybody up.
You are good, Cole. You are good.
Yeah. So it's wonderful. We're all in this together, and helping to keep the music playing is really what we're all about. Our goal this year is really to make sure that cost is not a barrier to anybody who wants to participate in music programs.
Now, I see, I'm on your page. Oh, yeah. I wanted Harry to go back because Harry pulled up your page. Our producer pulled up your page, and it talks a little bit about how much each donate. Like for $5, you can purchase music accessories. For $35, you can purchase a uniform top. For $100, instrument rental for a student for a year. $200, a donation can sponsor a student for the academic year. And $1,000 gives a scholarship to an inspiring senior. So I think that's important to say that too, Matt.
Yeah, we certainly we tried to spread out some ideas about what the donations could represent. And not everybody can give $1,000. If you can, certainly we're going to take that and thank you very kindly. But only if you only have $5, that could help buy some rosin for a bow, for somebody who's learning the violin in elementary school. $35 to be able to buy a uniform top for one of the people that are in the middle school, that are going to march in the parades. And so our goal, like I said, is to make sure that cost is not a barrier. So Hampden certainly provides monies and funding for the music programs, but families occasionally have some out-of-pocket cost. And what we want to make sure at this uncertain time is that that's not a barrier. We want to make sure that nobody thinks twice about whether or not they could afford to audition for All States or for CMEAs. We want to make sure that someone says, hey, I want to play the instrument, Mom. I want to play the trumpet. Mom says, it's uncertain. I don't know if I could afford the instrument rental this year because a lot of people are hurting right now. And so the ones that step up, we're supporting everybody else. We're making sure that music keeps playing.
Are you a musician too, Matt? I mean, how does your daughter come to musicianship?
So I love the arts. I went to college for a little bit of theater. right? And so
I can tell.
I learned how to be a waiter is what I did. But yeah, the arts are certainly important to all of us, and not just my daughter who wants to be a music teacher. They're important to everybody. When you see all of the people in Italy singing from their rooftops, when you're on a happy birthday, singing happy birthday on a Zoom call with grandma because you can't get together, we realize how important the arts are in our lives right now. And more than ever today, that's what we turn to. You know, our favorite artists are live streaming a concert, you know, and that's what we do to still have this community with one another.
Yes.
You know, when we got all the bad stuff that's happening or all the news that might be depressing, the things that we turn to are the arts. And that's why it's so important to support them these days.
So how many parents are in your organization? How many parents are boots on the ground supporting this effort?
So we have 6 board members, and we have our membership is really every single family who has a student in the music program. There's no membership fees to join or anything like that. We're just a group of volunteers who work together toward that common goal. So for 2 years now, we've been incorporated as a 501c3.
Okay.
So that, yeah, we are a not-for-profit organization. So we do have a governing board so that we're financially responsible and make sure that all of the money goes back into the program and that sort of thing. But really, every time that a student comes to Hampden High School and is involved in the music program, their family is part of our organization. And so we're ever evolving. And the cool thing is, once you're there, you're part of our family. You could be an alumni and still be part of our family. You can be in elementary school and be part of our family because we are Hampden Music.
So tell me, what is the best thing that you like about this organization and what it does?
Boy, the thing I like the best is hearing our children play music. You know, we're about making them prepared for this concert. The biggest bonus that I get personally is sitting in the audience and listening to the fruits of our labor. You know, us carrying the instruments on and off the field, or donating some baked goods for the concession stand at the concert, really comes down to hearing our kids make music. And it fills my heart every time I get to hear them play, and every time that they can play a little bit better because they were able to hire a specialty instructor, or another voice gets added to the choir because they're not worried about funding. That makes my heart sing.
Wow. And so I would imagine that Hampden High, the town of Hampden is grateful for an entity like y'all to sort of shore up this music program, because as you know, municipalities are under siege right now, and money is very, very, very tight and can't go everywhere. And so this initiative, I suspect, helps them to sort of like, okay, we know there's some parents out there that are working on this effort.
Well, we have their back, right? We're not there to replace any of that money, right? We're there to supplement. We're there to try and figure out the chinks that we can fill in with a little bit ourselves. We're there to uphold them and support them and kind of be that backstop for them.
So now, I know everybody is feeling the effects of COVID. Has COVID disrupted any of your fundraising activities? Like, where would you normally be this time of year fundraising wise?
Certainly, we're at 120 or so, somewhere around there, donations at the moment, unique people. Last year was our first year participating, and I think we were at double that at this point. So I think that there's a lot of uncertainty out there, and there's also a lot of very worthy organizations, and so people have to figure out where they're putting their money, and you know, with uncertainty about employment for a lot of people, and if you're worried about feeding your family, $5 for music could seem like a lot. For a lot of people, that doesn't seem like anything. And those are the people we want to reach. We don't want you to put yourself out to support our music program. We're saying that if you are in a good position right now, if you're comfortable, if you're employed, that's when you pick up for somebody else. And that's what we're hoping for, is that the people really step up this year who are able to. Mm-hmm. Because that's the whole point, is that so that when we go back to school, that kid that had their parents unemployed over the summertime doesn't have to worry about renting an instrument or buying a uniform top.
All right, so we're about to wrap up, Matt Cole. I so appreciate you coming on. Tell the people how they can reach you, and tell the people what your needs are, and tell the people how important this is to you and to the students of the town of Hampden.
Well, so we know, as we said, that the music is something that we turn to in challenging times, and it's comforting. Musicians that go through and have some training wind up doing better in life than those that haven't. They're more successful. They have higher graduation rates from school. Playing an instrument isn't just about an instrument. It's about training and skills for life. And what we're trying to do is make sure that we give that opportunity to as many people as we possibly can. The HHS MPO, if you go onto the Great Give website, you can search Hampden High. It's going to pop up with the Hampden High School Music Parents Organization. You could type music. You can find us that way. HHS MPO, Hampden High School Music Parents Organization. Anybody who can, we appreciate so much. You are part of the symphony that we're creating.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Matt Cole.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I hope you all raise all the money that you need today, tomorrow, the next day, and whatever else.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Harry, I'm going to play us out if you don't mind. And this concludes my commitment and support of the Great Give. I'm delighted. It's been my pleasure to sit for the last 2 days talking to people and all these wonderful nonprofits who is doing so much amazing work in our communities for us and on our behalf. So give greatly, greatly give. And I'll see y'all out here on these streets soon enough. I'll be back tomorrow doing my regular. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Harry.